Hello! It's arrived, finally, after much waiting. We have, aye. Granted, it's pretty much the same accessories as the last one. A fuel tank and some other bits and bobs. But if we get the important stuff out, which is this bit, that stuff can, we'll come back to that. Here it is. Oh, look at it. Right, I'm going to put a little, I'm going to put more light on. Nah. Here it is, the 8 kilowatt diesel heater. And straight off the bat, it's bigger. It's bigger than the previous one. That's better, a bit more light. Right, okay. Hold on, let me move this out of the way. Here's the 2 kilowatt. Here's the 8 kilowatt. You see the size difference there? That make any sense? Well, I also get a tape measure and measure it for you. Oh, there's another. Whew, holding these two things up is pretty heavy. There's another comparison. The outlet orifices. See, the fits inside it. Oh, and shot David. It actually fits inside it. It's that bit bigger. Whew. Then we grab a tape measure. Okay, the 2 kilowatt end to end is 340 millimeters or 13.5 inches. The 8 kilowatt is just a kick in the arse off. Oh, that's a bit much. 380 millimeters. I don't know, what's that in inches? Or 15 inches. The outlet, that is a 60mm outlet on the 2 kilowatt, 60mm. And the 8 kilowatt has a, we'll call that 75mm, 75, call it 75. So, let me set this one up in our previous arrangement of how we had it set up, and we'll run our tests that we ran before. Okay, I've got it all set up. Heater, pump, exhaust going that way, battery over here, and the controller, which is the new LCD controller. Well, not new, but you know what I mean, new to me. So stage one is priming the pump. In the old rotary one, you just turn it all the way to max and press and held the off button and the pump fired up. This one, you press and hold down and OK, and it says H off, and you press up, or is it down? Or OK? No. Okay, press and hold up. I don't know if you heard it click, or if you can hear the pump in the background, but the pump is pumping at the moment. What you want to do is let that run until you've primed, or, you know what I mean, got all the air out of the pipe, and it's got your fuel pumping through it. I haven't done that in mine, so I think if you press and hold down again, that turns it off. I don't know, get back to that there. Oh, turned it on, didn't mean to turn it on. Oh, I've gone too soon. Oh, not ready yet. Oh. Okay, so I have turned it on, it would appear, already. And if you can see the little animation, the fan is spinning. I can hear it, just. It says the glow plug is on, but I haven't actually got the meter attached yet. I should probably go and get the clamp meter and see what current it's pulled to make sure it is doing something. Okay, I can confirm the glow plug is running. We are pulling 8 amps. The fuel pump is now turned on. Let me see if I can get over this reflection. There's a little fuel pump indicator. Hopefully you can hear the fuel pump thundering away. Also notice how quiet this bigger unit is. So from what people said before about mine being really noisy, yeah, I'm going to take that on board. Oh, I can hear it whomping now. Oh, it's whomping. But it is very quiet. This one is very quiet compared to the other one. I actually can't hear the fan at the moment. Okay. No, I kicked the other tripod over, so let's give it a moment to... It's getting a little bit louder now as the fan speed increases. I can see smoke coming off the exhaust where I've obviously touched it with my greasy hands. So that should be pretty hot. There's warm air coming out the outlet. She's running. And I'm going to say, yes, I was wrong. The other heater is a lot noisier compared to this one. Okay, I've been dicking about with it for a while now because the instructions, they are not so much intuitive. Neither is operating this bad boy. Also, the buttons are horrendous on it. You press them, they click, but it doesn't do anything sometimes. And then if you press them and hold them, it goes into some weird menu. And actually, granted, this gives you more control. I prefer the simple rotary dial, wherever it went. Yeah, you've seen it. It's a lot easier to work. Oh, it's finally slowing down and going down into quiet mode. It must be the thermal mass of this thing that when you make an adjustment, oh, it can be 5-10 minutes before you actually start to notice it doing anything. Like I turned it, no, not the temperature, because you've got two options for controlling how hot this thing gets. Either you can control the frequency at which it pumps oil and diesel into the pump, or you can select, I think it's that one and that one. Oh no, that's off thing. That one and that one, it lets you switch it to temperature instead. There's a bit in the manual that says if you use the temperature control, it doesn't get as hot. I don't understand that. I'm sure, like, when I'm turning it up to temperature, it's been going fast and fast and fast and fast and fast and getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And then when you turn it down, it slows down eventually. So, no matter what you set it to, whether it's that one or pump frequency, it lets you control how much fuel is going into it and how hot it gets. And it gets hot. It took me a little while to work out, obviously, and understand that its lowest setting is 5 kilowatts, which is already twice as hot as the other one. I wondered why it wasn't slowing down as much, but it's because it's generating twice the heat, if you know what I mean. So it's not going to go as slow and as quiet. I say quiet, I mean the fan speed, like the other one. So here it is on what I think it's lowest setting. Although, see these bars? When it's off, there's 2 green ones. I don't understand what that means. I don't know what that means. I think that might be there's power connected. That's obviously fan spinning. That one's the pump, and there is a red one in there when there's the glow plug is on, but that's just during startup. So yeah, so the 2 red bars are going away because it's down off its most fast setting. I'm sure it's still slowing down. Anyway, it's doing things just now. If I'm nice and quiet, you can see the pump actually making more noise than... We'll call it 50 decibels, okay? From about this far away, like a meter. And the blow output of the fan is 90, but that's because you're blowing directly across a thing, so... Like I did before, it is quieter than the other one. Let's get old thermometer out. So, output temperature at the moment is 43, 45 degrees, something along there. 50. Depending on what I point at, it depends on what reading I get. 40, 60, depending what's out there. We'll get the thermal imaging camera in a minute. Exhaust temperature, oh, a nice Oh, between 80 and 100 depending on which bit of shiny metal I hit, or blackness. Well, the shiny stuff says 50, so that's not right, so... between 80 and 100 tip temperature. It's a bit more near 60. So this is its lowest setting of 0.8 hertz on the fuel pump. No, it's still one of the other things. This takes a really long time to slow down. So one of the other things has disappeared. So it's still slowing down. Still giving it heat, which is good, right? And current draw at this lowest setting is half an amp, 500 milliamps at this level of running. Now, what I should do is, of course, turn it up to maximum power and take all the readings again. So I'm going to turn it up, and then it's going to take 10 minutes, so I won't film that, but I'll just let it speed up and come back and we'll film more. Oh, better get a thermal camera out and have a... Does anybody care what thermal temperatures are putting out at minimum? Because minimum's just ticky over, and if you're heating a place up, you want to know how hot it's getting at maximum. Anyway, right, I'm going to turn it up and come back. Right, so we have achieved maximum attack, and yeah, it did take about 10 minutes because it took so long the camera turned off. We've got all the red bits on the thing, so we're at full power. It's thundering away, fuel pump's thundering away. It's currently consuming 3.5 amps, 3.5 amps. Let's get some noise. 70 decibels. And just as loud as, yeah, the fan stream, that's fine, okay. So 70 decibels. Thermometer. Exhaust is a good, woo, like 200 degrees. That's hot, yeah, don't grab that, you're going to lose skin. 200 that end. 1800 this end. Outlet. 100 and... oh, it depends where it hits, it depends at 130 and 70 is the case. The case is about 50 degrees. Case of it. So inside, anywhere between 100 and 70. It's not an accurate way of measuring things, really. Right. There's moving a lot of air, and it's hot. That's on maximum, I should say. Ooh. That's on 5.3 hertz, and you can hear it thunder away. I can only surmise that it takes so long to heat up is it can't just instantly start dumping more fuel in, because then you'll just get white smoke out of things it can't burn. So it's got to let it burn it, heat up, burn and heat up, burn and heat up till it can actually put enough fuel in to create a sustained flame. Next test should be get the old thermal imaging camera out and do a walk around with the thermal imaging camera. That sounds like a plan. Okay, here is the said unit. As you can see, the exhaust there is a lot hotter than the FLIR, or my FLIR, can record. The outside of the unit itself, you can see this is nice 50 degrees. But if we peer into the hot heart, you can see those, some parts are hotter than the FLIR read, which is 150. This is a more accurate way of reading it. So it's a hell of hot in there. There is the end of the exhaust, which is still more than the FLIR will read. And look, you can see all the heat from the exhaust going over there and heating up the surroundings. I suppose I should pan over. Oh, there's the intake. On the next side, this end. So not, there we go, not ridiculously hot on the outside of the case. It's nice, it's 40 degrees, so I should pan the tester. Yeah, it feels about right, it's not hot. Okay, that's the thermal imaging covered. So back to the buttons pressing and not doing anything. You can see I'm pressing the down arrow and we're having no effect. You got to press it quite hard to get the temperature to adjust. Anyway, let's see if we can turn this temperature down to something reasonable. Like, oh come on now, you piece of shit. Okay, 10 degrees. Now it will very slowly cool down and slow down in the background. Hopefully. Might as well show you some menu related things in this. So that's your settings. That sets the time, your on off temperatures, and your secret menu for the admin, which on this one is 1 6. I think it's probably the same on all of them. No, 1 6 8. 8. I don't know why it doesn't tell you mine. So this is the minimum pump speed you can select. It's also the minimum pump speed it lets you choose. That's the maximum pump speed you can select. That's also the maximum one you can choose. Minimum fan speed, maximum fan speed, operating voltage. I don't know if that actually changes the operating voltage or just the displayed voltage. That one's which glow plug you've got installed, I think the manual says. You can read the manual, and that's for, I have no idea, I think that's for resetting or changing the password. I haven't set the clock because I'm going to unplug it anyway, so it doesn't matter. It remembers settings, but not the time. I've put 10 millilitres of diesel fuel in there, and once this has finally come down to its lowest low run, which is just about now, I'm going to take the fuel filter, no, not fuel filter, the fuel suction thing, and I'm going to drop it in here and press start. Go! So we're now timing how long it takes for this to drink 10 millilitres of diesel. I'm just going to pause this and come back once it's done. Okay, for 10 millilitres, that was 9 minutes 17 seconds. I'm going to call it around 10 minutes because I couldn't get the last little drop of diesel in here. So I'm going to get a nice round 10 minutes. So 10 millilitres in 10 minutes, give or take. 10 minutes. I'm writing it on the desk so I don't forget. And that is on 0.8 hertz for the pump. 0.8. I don't know if it is the 0.8 or not. I actually can't remember what the original setting was. I know I turned it down to 0.8, but I couldn't get this to start. If I left it on 0.8, it would run for a little bit, not fire, and then just turn back off without throwing up an error message. But if I turn the pump up a little bit to 1.3, it would start away quite happily. I don't know if that's, I don't know what that, I can't remember if 1.3 is what it was set at originally. So now I'm going to crank this all the way up. He said confidently, pressing the buttons, lots of, please press. I'm going to take it all the way to maximum, maybe, should these buttons ever keep working. 3, 4, 9, 4.1, 5.3 is maximum. Oh, there we go, 5.3 maximum. Come back in 10 minutes once it's made it up to that temperature. Okay, I've got all the reds on things, so I assume that's at its maximum power. I wish there was something, even a percentage of telling you how fast or how much power is going. Anyway, I'm ready to now lift that out of the bottle, put it into there, and then start my stopwatch. So let's reset the stopwatch and get ready to do this. Again, 10 millilitres. Whoa, whoa, and go! Well, certainly drinking this fast, I can see it going down this time. I'm trying to leave about the same amount I left in last time, so it's fairly comparable. Okay. So I'm calling that about 1 minute 40 seconds. Give it 1 minute 40 seconds for that 10 mil of fuel at full power. Okay, I'm not a maths genius. I actually failed maths in school, but so run these numbers through. So on its lowest setting of 0.8 hertz, it used 10 mil in 10 minutes. So does that make 60 millilitres an hour, if I'm correct in that? And on full power, which is, what was it, 5.3 hertz, it used 10 mil in 1.39 minutes, which I worked out as 430 millilitres an hour. Now, compared to the 2 kilowatt here, which used 100 millilitres an hour on low and 250 on high, this one uses less on low and more on high, obviously. But I think that's because I edited its lowest setting in the pump to use 0.8 hertz. So I don't know if with the LCD controller you can adjust, no, obviously you should be able to adjust the lower power setting in the 2 kilowatt and get even less fuel usage out of it. So that might be something to try later on. If anyone has any other comments, suggestions, questions they'd like to find out about this here, ask me in the description below, because I'm going to leave this all set up here in case there's any weird questions that I need to run it again for, and I will try my best to answer them. If you've made it this far, well done you. Thanks for watching, guys.